Well, Brian, it's been a difficult couple of years, and I suppose the difficulty all started with this market, North America, but we hear a lot of talk about the green shoots these days, and is that how you're seeing it as well? Are we near the end of the bad times?
Had we had this interview 3 weeks ago, I would have talked to you about green shoots. I have to tell you that the green shoots in the last couple of weeks have shriveled a little bit. And just before we get talking about this current year, just let's retrace it a little bit back to 2008. In 2008, we started off gangbusters. Everything was looking great. Around the middle of the year, the business started to decline to a very worrying degree. 2009 started the same way, and unfortunately didn't finish much better.
Yeah.
So we've gone through, as you rightly say, a couple of very, very bad years. Now, this year, 2010, has started very strong, and just in the last couple of weeks, we just see a worrying trend that the bookings have trailed off, and now a lot of this might have to do with the severe weather conditions throughout the United States.
Yeah.
Also, there was a lot of concern in the economy here recently. Particularly, they were concerned about Greece and Spain and the impact that will have on the world economy. Now, whereas most people are not affected directly by that, but if there's enough talk in the news about the economy, then people get scared and consumer confidence dies, and our bookings die with it.
Although I suppose one of the side benefits of, if you could call it a benefit, is that the dollar has been quite strong against the euro, and that's more to do with the difficulties of the euro, as I understand it. But that is bound to be of some help.
It is, but when you're CIE Tours International, and we have had to make a decision on euro back in August, September 2009.
Yeah.
All our prices are guaranteed. Our brochure is being produced. Now we have actually very good rates in our brochure for 2010. But the day-to-day fluctuations of the dollar are exactly one of the benefits that we tell people why they should book an all-inclusive tour with CIE Tours. And pay in dollars, and we guarantee it. We don't have to worry about exchange rate.
Well, hopefully that little blip is just that, a little blip, and that things pick up again as we approach what would be traditionally the peak booking season anyway. Escorted tours took a big hit though in 2008 and 2009. What's your feeling about the current year in relation to Irish escorted tours?
The core of our business is Irish escorted tours. And sitting here today in February of 2010, our bookings are up considerably on last year on our escorted tours.
That's good.
Now, I hope this trend continues, because this is the lifeblood of our business. And so we are kind of confident that we'll make our goals in that area.
Well, that's good. And any concerns about the current year?
I've got huge concerns about the current year. The economy of this country has basically not improved, even though they talk about coming out of recession. It hasn't improved dramatically. Also, we did think we were in for a period of political stability, and that changed dramatically with the election of the Republican senator from Massachusetts. So that has changed the climate here, and all of the conditions that existed in the last couple of years still exist here today.
Any concerns on the Irish front this year, Brian?
Well, the major concern that facing all of us in the tour business is the car rental situation in Ireland for 2010. To put that in perspective, in 2008 there were 25,000 cars in Ireland in the rental pool. As we sit here today in 2010, there are 12,000 cars in the rental pool right now. Potentially, that could dwindle to 9,000 depending what happens with one company that is being looked at right now. We're hearing that there is a lack of availability of rent cars in the peak. The big issue for us, of course, is automatic cars. Most Americans like to drive automatic cars. The availability of automatic cars is going to be a big problem for us in Ireland this year.
Okay, well, I know that as we speak there are a number of people working on that to try and get some alleviation, and let's hope that they do. But in any event, Brian, looking back on our few words for the last few minutes, I think we can look with some more hope than we had this time last year to the future, at least anyway, that things may be on the turn.
Well, make no mistake, I'm sitting here very optimistic about the outcome of 2010. It's just we're hitting a little blip at the moment, which I'm hoping is just temporary.
Great. Thank you, Brian.